What is wisdom? Wisdom is the soundness of act or decision based on knowledge, experience, and good judgment. What I love about that definition is that it tells you what the unit of wisdom is. It's an act or decision. It's a very discrete thing. It's an act that you make or a decision that you make. And it actually gives you the recipe for what goes into it as well. It gives you what goes into an act or decision. It's knowledge, experience, and good judgment. And you may sit back and say, well, I make good decisions all the time. I take actions all day based on knowledge, experience, and good judgment. But the thing that makes it wise is soundness of act or decision. So we want to make sound decisions and we want to make sound actions. And that's what wisdom is when we take sound decisions, take sound actions and make sound decisions. That's what makes it all wise. So I looked up at the definition of soundness in Webster. And the soundness, this is so good because soundness means that it's able to withstand force or stress from getting dislodged or moved or changed. Wow. So now think about decisions that you've made. I made that decision and then it changed or moved. Somebody pushed it off or maybe you decided to do something different. That would say that those decisions weren't sound. So how do you make a sound decision? How do you take sound actions? Well, you base it on the good judgment. You base it on experience and knowledge. But these days, maybe it's a lot less of making decisions by sound bites, by little pieces of information, and maybe actually researching some things a little bit and diving down deep. Because what we want to do is make those sound decisions, those sound actions that stand the test of time, that stand against those forces and stresses that we have. So I'd like to share with you a Mosier moment I had. This was early in my career. I was a new manager. I was on a new project in Winnipeg, Canada. And it was late at night. It was early in the project and I was doing my work plan, trying to figure out all the activities that I needed to do. And I had one open role for the project and I was figuring out how to staff that role. And I get a phone call. So I pick up the phone and I say, hello, this is Patrick. And on the other end of the line is like, well, this is Dan. This is the managing partner of Canada. And boy, I must have sat up bolt upright in my chair right then. I was like, wow, I never have conversations with the managing partners of anything. And so I was like, wow, okay. So what can I help you with, sir? And he said, well, I understand that you have an open role for your project. And I just want you to know that you will staff that with a Canadian. Now, in that moment, I took a deep breath. And I was like, wow. And then I think about these things as the authentic chasm. Right in front of you is this moment that we all have at those times to either step in it or sidestep it. And I said to this managing partner of Canada, I said, well, Dan, here's the thing. Our mission statement for our company is to help our clients change to be more successful. And the most critical aspect of that is to staff a team that has all the skills requisite to deliver that success to our clients. And so I need to staff this role with the most qualified person I can find. And if that's Canadian, by all means, I'll staff it with a Canadian. But if it's a US person, if they're green or if they're purple, it doesn't matter to me because I want to staff this with the person that will deliver success to our clients. And then I stopped and I realized what I said and I got an earful from that managing partner. And he said, oh, he's going to escalate it and all this kind of stuff. But as I sat there, I realized, well, you know what? He can escalate that where he wants. But in the end, I will win this battle because it was a sound decision. Because it was our mission statement. How could he say to staff this with a lesser skilled person to risk delivering success to our clients? I knew I would win this battle if it got escalated all the way up to the CEO because it was a sound decision. Well, immediately after that call, I thought I was going to get fired. I actually called the partner for my project and said, this just happened. And he said, well, don't worry about it. I'll take care of things. But I never heard from that partner again. And so that was a sound decision. And It was a sound action because I staffed that project with an incredibly talented person, and she was deeply skilled in the industry, deeply skilled as an organization development professional, and we delivered incredible success for that client. They were so happy with our results. So it was a sound decision, a sound action, and it withstood the stress and the forces, the outside forces, because it was wise. And so my challenge for you for this week is think about what week you have ahead of you, and think about a decision that you need to make this week. And what research can you do? What thinking can you do? What objections may come up to consider so that you sit back and think, I want to make a sound decision this week. I want to take sound actions this week that withstand the test of time. I'd love to hear about them. Well, that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make great decisions, these sound decisions, sound actions that change the world for good. And I'll leave you, as I always do, live 100% empowered, learn continuously and deeply, and always put your talent in the world where it shines boldly. Until next time.